Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. It is officially time to crown a champion here at Schoonover Stadium on the campus of Kent State University. It is the 1-seed MAF Gators and the 2-seed Mashfactory up next on SmeeSports.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Power the shove, Timber Nation! We will see you on Saturday afternoon! Riley Meister gets the point!
Back into left field. Say goodnight to that baseball.
This is another one. It's back to back jacks for KSU Tuscarawas. Needs the point, and it's alive. Hanson pushes it over. Unbelievable. We play on. It's blocked. We're tied. We're tied. Unbelievable.
One final time, we say good afternoon from Schoonover Stadium. It is the 2025 Kent State Invite number 2 championship game on SmeeSports. On hand today, it is the 1-seed MAF Gators taking on the number 2-seed Mashfactory. He's Cam Ragazzo. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you live on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. 3 great games so far today, Cam. This one shaping up to be the best of the bunch.
I mean, absolutely. It's the championship in the championship bracket, so obviously like you said, should be the best on tap for today.
Looking back to the first Kent State Invite, it was Premier Gambetta getting the win in the 16-17U division by default due to rainouts. This will be our first pure champion. There is a chance that we have an undefeated MAF Gator squad, or it is going to be Mashfactory Bourquin getting the win as the 2-seed. If that does happen, that would be our first game going away from chalk today. The higher seed 3-0 so far this afternoon, but that could change here. First pitch is a strike at 3:42 p.m., and we are underway. Just going to make that mental note of 5:42 is the last possible time to start a new inning. 0-1 the count on Barack Bourquin, the leadoff hitter. Bourquin flies it into shallow left field. Looks like it's going to stay in the infield, and it does. Caught over at third by DeFala for out number 1. Now Boo Corsi, the catcher, steps in. We saw Corsi, I believe, over at second base in the last game. An 8-0 win over Clutch Elite. Now he is behind the dish where we saw him on Thursday. A chance to do some damage there, and a chance to do some damage here in the batter's box. First pitch will miss upstairs for ball 1. But this will round out our second Kent State Invite of the year. Still 2 more left to go. I believe 1 more that we are covering and 1 more that we might just have pool play for. Flown foul now 1-1. The next one is next weekend. The championship is on Saturday, 10 and 12:15 on Saturday morning / afternoon. Then the silver bracket follows. We are only doing the championship games that day because of prior obligations that I have to be at afterwards. The 1-1. Going to bounce it down low for ball 2. And based on that change, there's a good chance that Friday becomes one of our off days next week in place of Saturday. 2 balls, 1 strike on Corsi. The pitch upstairs for ball 3. On the mound today for the MAF Gators, it is number 8, Asher Camlin, who just finished up his freshman year at Medina. A lot of Medina County on this team in Medina and Brunswick. 3-1, hit foul. Now a full count, 3-2. And then Cam as well, we have the familiar face from Holy Name in Luke Hudek. He is out in left field for this Gators defense and will be batting in ninth. The payoff, fouled away again. To set the defense for the Gators, it is Camlin on the mound, Havalchik behind the dish, Crawford at first, Dingus at second, Masterson at short, Tafala at third, and from left to right in the outfield, it is Hudek, Faust, and Hodgen. The payoff again. Hit down the right field line, and it will drop in for extra bases. Corsi taking the turn, going into second base, and he is in standing. A one-out double puts the opening run in scoring position for the Mashfactory. Once again, that right field line, very dangerous. If the ball gets past the right fielder, it does there, and Corsi is able to take advantage and get all the way over to seconds.
Yeah, and Mashfactory keeps on mashing. We saw him in that first game, cause some nice havoc, and here they go again.
Wyatt Marlatt, the left fielder, now steps in. A chance to move Corsi along with one down. As well, a pass ball would do the same. Hard hit foul ball over to the left side. 0-1 the count. I think we are going to see a lot of foul contact just like that in this game. Both sides wanting to be aggressive from the get-go, but there are only so many pitches that you can straighten out. Camlin before the 0-1 will look back. Definitely close to a balk, but he is able to get that leg around and have it face second. We've already seen one balk in today's slate of games. The 0-1. Hit down the left field line again, this time a little bit closer to fair territory, but still well foul. If I'm Luke Hudek right now in left field, I am getting way closer to that line.
Probably, yeah.
You're seeing that ball hit to the left side twice in a row. If it is in play, it's going to be in left field most likely. Instead, he curves it right, able to get it over to the pitcher. Low shovel is in time to Crawford at first for out number 2, but that will move Corsi up 90 feet to third. Now Logan Smith, the DH, steps in. He caught the last game this time. He will give his knees a rest. And given the heat and the availability of other catchers, I'm not surprised. Still a very warm day out here at Kent State. I believe we got up into the 90s at some point. First pitch, going to miss low for ball 1. Still a chance it might be in the 90s, but it is starting to be a little bit more manageable outside, at least for the time being. It does list right now at 91, which is the high today. The 1-0. Fouled into the netting, now 1-1. The real feel is what we really want to see here, Cam, if we are in 100-degree real feel weather. If so, on the turf, that might be 110.
Mine says feels like 96.
Definitely close and could get up there. The 1-1, driven into center field. There to get it is Faust, and he has it to retire the side. No damage done in the top of the first inning, despite having a runner at third base for the Mashfactory. Middle of 1 at Schoonover Stadium. The Gators able to blank the Mashfactory, their offense up to bat when we return. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. The MAF Gators looking to strike early on in this contest as we are in the bottom of the first inning. No score on SmeeSports. For those just joining us, he's Cam Ragazzo. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon. Game 4 of 4 today on the channel. Earlier on, we saw the Mentor Cardinals take home the Silver Bracket Championship as they were able to take down a very talented Force Ohio squad. Then in the last game, we saw Mashfactory take down Clutch Elite to have the right to play in this game. Once again, the higher seeds today, Cam, 3-0. But that can definitely change here as this Mashfactory squad is out for redemption after losing to this MAF Gators squad 3-1. Swing and a miss on the first offering from Masterson, 0-1 the counts. Pitching in this game for the Mashfactory, it is Braden Van Dyne, the DH from last game, now on the mound to try and guide Mashfactory to wins. Ball one taken up and in. And leading it off, it is Ryan Masterson, the now junior at Walsh. That pitch going to bounce in and take a ride off of the catcher's helmet. Kind of an awkward glide there. 2-1 the count. And usually what we see in games like this is the first team that scores is the one that ends up winning it. But this is going to be a long championship game as there's a good chance that we play all 7 innings and that we play pretty much the full time limit. We're going to have a winner. It just depends which thing is able to give first, the offense of one team or the defense. 2-2 goes behind for ball 3, and we are full. What do you think the deciding factor of this game is going to be?
I would probably say the pitching. I mean, if pitching can hold up throughout this game, this is MAF Gators' first game of today, and this is Mashfactory's second.
Fly ball into left field, and it will be caught on the line for out number 1. Marlatt able to track that one down and retire Masterson.
But as I was saying, Mashfactory only had to use one pitcher back in that first game. So, I mean, not really the end of the world. You're only using one arm to help you get you through that into this championship game. So, really you're hoping you have a couple more arms available.
Now it is Hunter Dinges, the number 2 hitter, stepping in. Dinges, the second baseman, comes to this squad by way of Midview. Just finished his freshman year up in Grafton. That pitch on the corner. Good delivery from Van Dyne. Looking at the rest of this order, Faust, Hilvert, Havalchik, Crawford, Hodgin, Defala, and Hudak. Flown foul, now 1-2. As well setting the defense for the Mashfactory. Van Dyne on the mound, Corsi behind the dish, Wood at first, Bourquin at second, Strain at short. It is going to be Saliola at third. Fly ball into left field, caught by the left fielder Marlatt for out number 2. And going to his right, it is McCombs. And then in right field for the Mashfactory, it is Luke Morton, and that sets up their defense. But 2 flyouts to left field. Zach Faust, the center fielder, now steps in. Faust, yet another player who just finished up his freshman year at Medina. In there for strike 1 from Van Dyne. Braden has been good so far. Next inning for the Mashfactory, it is Strain, Saliola, and Van Dyne hitting. The 0-1 is grounded up the middle, takes an awkward bounce off of the mound. Strain able to get it to Wood at first, and the side is retired. The Gators go in order in the first inning. 1 complete, no score on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Strain, Saliola, and Van Dyne set to swing in the second inning for the Mashfactory. No score through one, as we will have a first pitch foul ball down the left field line. 0-1 the count. A good cut to get us underway from Strain, but not enough to straighten it out. Yet another foul ball going down that left field line. That has been a pretty common theme so far today, and I wouldn't be surprised to see that continue as this game progresses. That pitch missing down below the zone. 1-1 the count. For those just tuning in, we had a one-out double from Anthony Corsi back in the first inning. He ended up getting to third, but did not come around to score. As for the Gators, they went 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first. The 1-1 on the corner, now 1-2. Going to be a very tough game. Grit and grind needed from both squads in order to win. Camlin sets and deals. The 1-2 off the plate and blocked for ball 2. But so far, no damage done by either side. Mashfactory looking at the more convincing offense of the two. But there is still a total of 6 innings potentially to change that. The 2-2. Hit right back up the middle, and it is a leadoff base knock for Tommy Strain. Perfectly placed right back to where it came from.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Nothing really better than that.
We will take a second look of that swing. Just a hard hit ball up the middle, one hopping in the infield and scooting on into center field. A good start for the Mashfactory, but they need a lot more than that to get on the board in this frame. Now it is Rex Saliola stepping in before he gets thrown to throw to one, not in time. But Saliola coming to the squad by way of Massillon Jackson High School. Just finished up his freshman year there. Camlin still keeping close tabs on the runner over at first. Throwback on the back pick, not in time. Good tag by Crawford down the line. I think we are going to see a lot of pitches that result in throwbacks down the line, especially with a guy like Strain there. I think we're going to see it, and as well, a lot of pickoff attempts on the mound.
It also helps that this is the first and only game that the Gators will play today.
So they have that luxury of drilling time. 1-0 count. The pitch. Line drive into left center field, and it is down in the gap. Picks up in center by the center fielder. Good recovery by Fast, and he is able to keep that ball from going into the hole. Either way, it is going to be another single. 2 on now for Van Dyne. But if that ball got by and got to the wall, then it would be 1-0 right now, the Mashfactory on top. But good hustle out in center field. Keeps the offense at bay for now. But one swing of the bat, and the Mashfactory could strike first in this contest. And that is definitely their goal right now, especially given how slow of a start they had last time that they played this team. Bunt shown, pulled back, and it will miss the zone for ball 1. That game started all the way back on Wednesday, but was finished on Saturday. Got through 5.5, I believe it was, or 4.5. And then the bottom of the 5th, that's when it got postponed. Then they rescheduled the rest of it to play yesterday at 3:15 before the final game. Both sides able to score runs in that game. In the second part, 3-1 the final. Bunt shown on the 1-0. It is perfectly played right back to the pitcher, Camlin. Throw to one is in time for out number 1. But that does the job and moves the runners 90 feet closer each. And on top of that, that puts both in scoring position. A base knock here from Dylan Wood, and we will have an early lead on hand for the Mashfactory. After Wood, it is Morton. If you can get Wood here, Morton, the less decorated batter of the two in this series so far, that could be good for them. Ball one will be taken. Good block behind the dish by Havalchik. If that ball gets away, then I would be kind of surprised to not see a test of the arm from the Mashfactory as they just want to get a run on the board.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it all day. A lot of pass balls, a lot of run scoring.
The 1-0. We're going to miss down low for ball two. And if the base is low here, this could be a spot that the Mashfactory just completely unleashes. If you give them an opportunity to dominate a game, look out. You're playing with fire. Camlin's 2-0. Hangs over, and it is going to be hit down the right side. Scooped up by Camlin. Shovel to one is in time for out number two, but that will bring home the opening run of the game. The Mashfactory strikes first in the championship game.
Yeah, kind of a little, got him a little inside there right off the knob of the bat, but RBI ground out.
A productive out for Wood. Luke Morton, the right fielder, now steps in the 9 slot. In the on-deck circle, it goes back to Brock Bourquin, the second baseman. First pitch missing low for ball one. Camlin, a lot of low and kind of outside misses today. And that could lead to some pass balls. Right now, that would make it 2-0. And that would be a good spot for the Mashfactory to be in early on in this game. Hangs over the middle, and it will be an RBI single for Luke Morton. The moment that ball went over the plate, I think everybody knew that ball was going into the left field or at least into the outfield somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of just threw him a pitch right down the middle. Gave him something he could hit and just grounded it into left field. Then back-to-back RBI singles, or back-to-back RBIs, the one with the ground out. And that one was just a single.
And you can see there it just kind of hung over the plate. It's a dangerous pitch to throw there, and that proves why. Now a chance for Bourquin to do some damage at the top of the order. Back up again. 2-0 Mashfactory early on in this one. That pitch running inside for ball one. We have seen a few two-out rallies today. This could be yet another edition of it. The 1-0 runner goes awkwardly left side, and everybody's out of position. Bourquin able to get the single, and they will hold up Morton at third. That steal moves the shortstop out, and Bourquin is able to easily get that one by.
Yeah, perfect hit and run executed right there. Kind of another little squib hit, but still able to sneak through the infield. Has a little Q on it, but like you said, with the shortstop kind of out of the way with the hit and run, trying to cover second. Now the corners.
And on top of that, it hit off of the dirt mound. That definitely does play a factor in that ball's motion. Either way, still 2-0. A chance to make it 3 here for Bu Corsi. The pitch. Line drive into left center field. It is down, and it will be cut off by the center fielder. Nonetheless, it is an RBI single for Anthony Corsi, and that will make it 3-0 Mashfactory. The train continues to move along the tracks. This Mashfactory offense getting hot at the right time.
And all of it with 2 outs.
I mentioned it moments ago. We've seen a few 2-out rallies today. Yet another one. And now this is the 3rd inning today that the offense of the Mashfactory has scored exactly 3 runs. They have been able to score runs like nobody's business today. Now it is Marlett a chance to further increase the lead, but it is lined right to Crawford at 1, and the side is retired. Excellent snag by Joey Crawford at first, and the top of the 2nd inning is over. But it is the Mashfactory coming away with some smiles and some runs. Middle of 2 at Schoonover Stadium. It is the 2 seed up 3-0 on the Gators. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3888 3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Bottom two here at Kent State. 3-0 your score. It is the Mashfactory on top of the MAF Gators. We do have some action in the Gators bullpen. Luke Hudak getting warm, potentially coming into the game as early as the top of the third inning for the Gators defense. We will see if that change ends up happening, Cam, but I think for now they're going to stay with Camlin until they can't. They do have the luxury of not having used an arm yet today, but still at the same time, they're going to want to be conservative with this one, especially if their offense can't get rolling quite yet here. The 1-1 popped into shallow right field. Underneath it is the right fielder, Morton, and he has it for out number one. Simple 1 up, 1 down, retires JT Hilbert. Checked in Havolchik, the catcher now steps in. Havolchik coming to the squad by way of Brunswick High School, where he just finished up his freshman season. But so far in this game, 4 up, 4 down for the Mashfactory defense. And they look to make it 5 for 5 here. That is ball 1 up and in. As well, interesting to note, despite all of the batters so far, no strikeouts. That will probably change soon, just given how kind of often we see them. But for now, that is the parting line. 2 balls, no strikes on Havolchik. In the on-deck circle, it is Joe Crawford, the first baseman. An excellent snag at 1 with a line out to end the top of the frame. Ball 3 taken down low. Giving up a free pass right now is not ideal for the Mashfactory. They do hold all of the momentum for this game, but they could easily lose it in a few swift motions. 3-0 in there now, 3-1. My question is, if the Gators can strike here in the frame, how do they attack defensively in the next? And they will have a chance to do so here with a 1-out walk. Havolchik able to reach. But if you are the Gators down by 2 entering the third inning, how aggressive are you going to be the next time you're up? Or is it going to be, we're still going to go station to station and hold true to the game plan?
I think you probably got to be a little bit more aggressive, but you can't be overly aggressive because you still need those outs.
Definitely going to be an interesting kind of give and take with that. That pitch off the plate for ball 1. Hudak seemingly ready to go after coming back in from the bullpen. Still a few guys in front of him left to hit before he is up in the 9 slot. The 1-0. Going to miss off the plate for ball 2. Forcing a double play right now would be big for this defense. Gets them out of the inning and a chance to do some more damage in the third. The 2-0 on the corner for strike 1. Good work by Van Dyne, able to reestablish the edge of the strike zone. Kind of was losing it for a moment, but was able to work back to it. Once again, as you see on your screen, dirt onto the side of the mound. Not something you see every day. Throw down a 2 is not going to be there as it bounces off of the glove of the covering shortstop. Otherwise, that throw may have been right on the money.
Looked pretty close.
Either way, a 3-1 count on Crawford. In the on-deck circle, it is Jake Hodgen. But a chance for the lefty Crawford to get a run on here. Chops that one foul. Now a full count, 3-2. He was able to get something on that swing, and he'll have to take that for now. With this MAF Gators squad undefeated in this tournament, that could change here. The payoff, swing and a miss. There is out number 2, and there is our first strikeout of the day. Van Dyne able to get it and retire Crawford. And more importantly, one more out gets you out of this inning. No damage done. Jake Hodgen, the right fielder, now steps in. Jake just finished up his freshman year at Revere High School. Ball 1 up and in. After Hodgen, it goes to DeFalo, then Hudak. Waves to that one, unable to connect. 1 ball, 1 strike. In the top of the 3rd inning, it is Smith, Strain, and I believe Saliola set to hit. Ground ball right side. It is going to go through into right field. They will send the runner home, but in the end, they will tell him to hold up. A great relay from right, but still a 2-out single for Hodgen. That makes this interesting. Runners at the corners, 2 down. Tying run stepping into the batter's box. Matt DeFalo, wearing number 13, just finished up his freshman year at St. Ignatius. He had that Ignatius pedigree on this roster. A chance for him to bring in 1 run. I would also assume we will see movement from Hodgen on the pitch. In the end, he will stay put, and that will be ball 1 just off the plate. DeFalo, the 8-hitter, once again at third base. That's where we saw him on Thursday in the win over Force, Ohio. The 1-0, chopped left side, and it will break foul, evening up the count. But a chance here for a guy like Luke Hudak, if DeFalo gets on, to really open this game back up. We've seen him hit a pair of doubles at Holy Name this year. If he can get one here against a very good squad, then all of a sudden this is a different game. Ground ball up the middle, picked up, the throw to 1. Keeps us scoreless and retires the side. Great work up the middle by Strain to pick that one up, and the inning is over. A slight scare defensively for the Mashfactory, but in the end, no harm done by the MAF Gators. End of 2 at Schoonover Stadium. It is the boys in powder blue up on the boys in royal blue. 3-0 your score. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. First pitch of the 3rd is on the corner of the zone for strike 1. The Mashfactory looking to do some damage as we begin the 3rd inning. 3-0 the score. But right now it is the Mashfactory looking to do some more damage after a very strong 2nd inning. And as well, it is still going to be Camlin on the mound in this frame. We did see Hudak warm up a little while ago, but he will remain out in left. 1 ball, 1 strike on Logan Smith, the DH. Smith takes on the corner for strike 2. Once again, this is the championship game for the Kent State Invite. One of these teams will join Premier Ohio Gambetta as the 2 champions so far this year. The 1-2 driven into center field, and it will be caught on a nice line for out number 1. Good work by Foss as he is able to catch up to that one in plenty of time. Kind of a direct hit right into center field. Good power behind it, but not enough to fake out the center fielder. Tommy Strain now steps in 1 for 1 in this game with a base knock. But if you are the Gators, blanking this offense is going to be paramount. Fly ball once again to center. Fost has it again for out number 2. 2 quick outs to begin the 3rd inning. If you are the Gators, that is big, as you still have some momentum after a solid, I would say, bottom of the 2nd inning. You got some guys on, you were able to do some damage, just not on the scoreboard, only on the bases. And now it is Rex Saliola stepping in. Saliola tanks that one deep to left field. Hudak underneath it has it, and the side is retired. 2 flyouts to center and 1-2 Hudak in left. Retires the side in order. It is Hudak then top in the bottom of the inning. The Gators looking to bite back, down by 3, middle of 3 in the championship game. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Luke Hudak steps into the batter's box to get us underway in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 3-0 the Mashfactory on top of the MAF Gators. For those just joining us, he's Cam Ragazzo. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this hot afternoon as we are nearing the end of June. In about a week's time, the month will be over. Wave and a miss from Hudak to get us underway. 0-1 the count. This month has gone by somewhat quick. Next Sunday will be the 29th. Then before you know it, July 1st is up in a Tuesday from now. Bunted foul by Hudak, now 0-2. After Luke, we go back to the top of the order. And that's what we could see Hudak later on in this game on the mound for the Gators. We did see him warm up a little while ago, but after the 1-2-3 inning, it appears he will have to wait a little while before coming on to pitch if he does. And it's going to be a tough choice to make whenever it is, especially after that great 3rd inning. The 1-2 off the plate, now 2-2. Right now, the goal for the Gators is to eat away at the deficit, maybe make it 3-1 after this frame, and then go from there. 2-2 hangs in, ground ball over on the right side, and it is through for a leadoff single. Luke Hudak's hard hit ball just able to outpace Bourquin. That ball looked like it was going to be caught up to by Bourquin over at 2, but credit to Hudak, got just enough behind it. And that brings us back to the top of the order as well. That is only the second hit of the day for the Gators. Masterson now a chance to move Hudak along. Going back to Thursday, however, Hudak was trying to steal second base, got thrown out by Cannon Driscoll of Force. We will see if he goes again here. Ball one taken inside. But I think, Cam, right now, I think you might agree, being conservative is going to be the best bet the Gators have right now, at least on the bases. Not in the batter's box, though. Fly ball popped right side over towards first. Under it is Wood, and he has it for out number one. Now with one down, we could see a little extra trickery on the bases. We could see Hudak go now. Is now the time, though?
I think he might go on probably the second or third pitch of this at-bat.
I wouldn't be surprised to see it. You have to get a guy in scoring position. Down by 3 early on. All it takes is one more big inning, and the Mashfactory is going to put you away. Hudak, as the pitcher Van Dyne steps off, he will run back to the bag. This time, if there was a tag there, that would have been a highly contested play as Hudak kind of slipped on the way back to the bag. Once again does. And he's able to get back in. He has to be careful out there. He just keeps sliding whenever. One more throwback, they might get him. He takes off. Fly ball down the line in left field, and it will be foul, just foul. A big one that would have moved everybody. That could have put 2 guys in scoring position or would have scored Hudak. And given that jump, Cam, I don't think he was going to stop before he got home.
Probably not.
That's a tough one. A very tough break. But Hudak still a chance to get around. Given that lead, I think we're going to see a throwback here before the pitch. He won't. Takes that one inside. Good eye by Masterson as he definitely had a challenging offering there. But actually, no, it appears that, it's Dingus now in. But Dingus looking to move Hudak along here. Fly ball right side. This one will be foul, and it will be out of play. But after Dingus, it goes to Foss, then Hilbert. Still one down in the inning. Hudak not daring to try again after that foul ball down the left field line. But I think here might be his opportunity, given that lead especially. And he inches closer. He's going here. Yep. That pitch is down low, and Hudak is easily in. You saw that last second twitch right there, Cam, and I think that told the story pretty easily.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hudak now in scoring position, set to be the opening run of the game for the MAF Gators. The 2-2. On the corner for strike 3 looking, and there is out number 2. Punch out number 2 on the day for Braden Van Dyne. And that makes this upcoming at-bat for Faust even more important. I think a steal is kind of out of the equation here, just given the talents all the way around. He is going to need to score naturally or by a pass ball. But we will see what Faust is able to do here. First pitch up and out for ball 1. For context, in the last meeting between these two teams, the Gators won 3-1. Now it's 3-zip, the Mashfactory on top. Ground ball right side, but it is fouled down the line. Either way, Wood almost had it over at first base, fully extended even into foul territory. That would have been an impressive snag, albeit one that would not have counted, but still one that you'd like to have just to show the hustle that he has. The 1-1 swings and misses on one down low. Now 1-2. And you can see the frustration there in the box. Faust knowing not to chase that one. That time just he does. The 1-2 down low again, and that time he misses. Good adjustment by Faust, as if that was the last pitch, pretty much exactly he learned this time around. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Still Hudak over at second. Lobbed in, fly ball, and it will go out of play, foul. Count remains 2-2. Once again, right now the plan is to have a WRCL doubleheader Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday it is T3 coming to University Heights to take on Force Ohio. Then on Wednesday it is Walsh hosting, or excuse me, the Stark County Terriers hosting a very talented Wayne baseball side. And in the meantime, an excellent catch over at short to retire the side. We will take a second look at that one. A hard line out to Strain, and the inning is over. If that ball gets through, it's 3-1. But in the end, Strain, the sophomore, now junior, able to get there in time. And once again, that will blank the offense.
Yeah, just another good play by the Mashfactory's defense, and keeps them, and their defense keeps their pitchers scoreless.
Through 3, it is the Mashfactory up 3-0 on the MAF Gators. This is the 2025 Kent State Invite number 2 championship game on SmeeSports in partnership with the 965 Midwest Challenge. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Fourth inning underway with a first pitch ball, 1-0 the count. For those just joining us, 3-0 your score through 3 innings. It is the Mashfactory on top as they are sending up Van Dyne, Wood, and Morton this frame. Van Dyne fouls that one away, now 1-1 the count. Cam, through 3 innings, your thoughts on this game?
Well, I mean, so far the Mashfactory just in that second inning able to plate those 3 runs. Gators have had a couple of good chances, but haven't gotten anything on the scoreboard as of right now. Looking in the bottom of the 4th to see if they can finally get a couple of those runs across the board. But if it stays the way it is, if they Mashfactory keeps playing like they are, it's looking like their championship to lose.
Popped out to Crawford for out number 1 over at first base. A couple of balls going over his way so far today, just kind of in the air. A lot of good jammed swings forced by the pitchers today, but it's only that second inning that got away from Camlin that is the difference. Ground ball left side, picked up at 3. DeFallo throws across, and it is scooped perfectly by Crawford for out number 2. Beautifully done at first. We will take a second look at that play. Not in all a routine out, but able to dig down deep to get that one. And as well, DeFallo on the throw across the diamond. Absolutely beautiful. And that'll now see Luke Morton, the right fielder, step in. Morton takes strike 1 in the corner. I feel like the way this game is going, if this is a 1-2-3 inning, the momentum starting to trickle back to the Gators. You'll see if that stays the case. The 0-1 going to miss down low, evening up the counts. Once again, the winner will walk away with the second Kent State Invite Championship of the season. Hit into right field, and it will drop in for a 2-out single. Luke Morton now 2 for 2 on the day, and that will bring us back to Brock Bourquin. Nice piece of hitting by Morton, able to get it over the second baseman. Not the hardest hit ball, but it gets the job done, and it keeps the Mashfactory's offense alive, and that starts to get them back in a rhythm. Once again, going back to earlier on in the game, Hudak did warm up earlier today, but I kind of think he has to go back up again to warm up if he is to enter this ball game.
Most likely.
As that came maybe 30 minutes ago, 25? Could be less. Right now it is 4:30. The championship game started at 4:42. So we are nearing the hour mark. The pitch on the corner. A good first strike in. Bourquin in this game 1 for 2 with a pop out and a base hit to his name. The lefty second baseman looking to keep the inning going. The pitch. Popped over into left field, but well foul. And it looked like on the pitch the runner was off. So now on this 0-2, I don't think we see it again, but Cam, that could be something to look at. And I kind of think that if you can get the out with Bourquin opposed to Morton at first, you don't give Brock Bourquin a second chance to come back up and swing in then the 5th inning. Throw back to 1, not in time. Obviously, you want that out, but I think you agree, Cam. If you can avoid facing Bourquin again for a little while, you're going to take that option.
Absolutely.
You have to kind of play the scenario as well as the batter. The 0-2, well off the plate for ball 1. In the bottom of the inning for the MAF Gators, it is going to be their 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Still, now a 1-2 count. Runner goes. Fly ball popped into shallow left center. Now more into left. The play nonetheless made by Masterson at short, and the side is retired. They forced the pop out. Bourquin retired, and the half inning is over. Middle of 4 here at Schoonover Stadium. Still a 3-0 lead for the Mashfactory, but the Gators having a good kind of sense of the game now. They're starting to adjust to the contest, and Cam, I would say right now, this is going to be the best bet the Gators have to get back into this game, but we will see if they actually take advantage or if it falls on deaf ears once again. Middle of 4, it is the Mashfactory hanging on, up by 3. We will step aside and hear a word from our sponsors, and then we will get back to the action. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Bottom of 4 here at Schoonover Stadium. 3-0 your score, the Mashfactory on top of the MAF Gators. Nobody has scored since the top of the second inning. That is when all 3 runs scored for the Mashfactory. But looking at the game landscape right now, Cam, is this a point where we could see the Gators get their first run of the game, if not more?
Definitely could be.
Line drive deep to left field, but perfectly played for out number 1. That is Marlott playing plenty deep in the outfield. I think a lot deeper than you would usually see the left fielder play, but given the scenario, he plays it perfectly and is able to retire Hilbert. Jackson Havalchik, the catcher, now steps in 0-for-0 in the game with a walk. You alluded to it earlier on in the day. Pitching was going to really decide this game, and so far, Van Dyne has been the more dominant of the 2 pitchers. As well, Braden has 2 strikeouts. Camlin has 0. First pitch upstairs for ball 1. But the biggest storyline of today was always going to be the heat wave that we are in here in Northeast Ohio. A lot of just really tough baseball to grind through today. It was a hot day, not only up here in the box, but in the stands, on the diamond. The diamond, I'm sure, a lot worse than up here in the box. Kind of what you would expect from summer baseball. Just kind of a overall sticky, sweaty kind of day. The humidity definitely going down, which did help, but still, only so much good it does when it's still 95 degrees. Or at least that's what the real feel is. The 2-1 on the corner, missing for ball 3. After Havalchik, it goes to Joseph Crawford, then Jake Hodgen. Here comes the 3-1. Inside for ball 4, and that will put a runner on with 1 down for the Gators. Good patience shown by Havalchik to draw the walk, and that'll bring up Joe Crawford with a chance to move him along. But at the same time, we could see a double play end the inning. Definitely a time to be careful if you are the Gators. Be wary of what could happen, but at the same time, be ready to attack, and if you can, get on the board here. The pitch well off the plate for ball 1. And if this game does end 3-0, I'm sure the Gators are going to be kicking themselves, given that it was only 1 inning that the damage was done in. Otherwise, they were locked down. Wave and a miss, now 1-1. Once again, those outside pitches, that went a little bit more elevated, but hard to locate on the fly. Crawford looking for redemption after striking out in his first at-bat of the game. Already a couple of good picks over at first base defensively. The 1-1 will miss off the plate in the other batter's box for ball 2. The MAF Gators running out of time in this game. Ground ball right side, and it is going to get past the first baseman, but it's a good recovery for out number 2. A chance for 2, but they will have to settle for 1. And as well, that is why you provide backup over at second base. Without that backup right now, you have 2 on. With a clean field, the inning's over. So a lot of things could have happened there, but this is kind of the middle ground results. Jake Hodgen, the right fielder, now steps in. 1 for 1 with a single in this game, and he will get another, sneaking it up the gut. They will send the runner home. The play at the plate is not in time, and he is in. 3-1 now the score. The Gators at long last are on the board.
A bold send there from the third base coach, but kind of with the ball in that more outfield sense, kind of that in between the outfield and infield.
A very bold move, and the play at the plate was
close.
I think he was safe for sure.
I believe so too.
A very risky call, a bold call. Now a 2-run game that has a tying run step into the batter's box. In the meantime, the Mashfactory will call time. What do you think they're going to talk about here in this mound visit?
Probably just trying to settle them down and get this final out of this inning to finally get back up there and try and hit again.
Right now, it is going to feel like a lot of stress on these two teams. The Gators down by 2 as the 1 seed, looking to stay perfect as the tournament comes to a close. But if you are the Mashfactory, you controlled your earlier game. You're controlling this one. You cannot give up your control right now. If you do, that is going to end badly, and that is really going to make this a tough win to get. Now a chance for DeFala to do some damage. He will foul that one back, 0-1. After DeFala, it goes to Luke Hudak. Hudak already 1 for 1 on the day. But once again, DeFala does represent the tying run in the 4th inning. It'll be interesting to see if we do have a runner go. That pitch upstairs, evening up the counts. But a good day of baseball here at Kent State University. A lot of top-tier guys playing. Just a good 4 games so far, really at this point 3.5. But I would say impressive work, and we kind of got a good feeling as to who are going to be the rising stars in the next couple of years in this game. Only so much time you have before your time in high school is over. And that'll be a hard 90, putting the follow on. Luke Hudak will step in 1 for 1, and a chance to be a hero for the Gators, depending on where he puts this one. If you're Hudak, what's going through your mind here?
You got to keep trying to move the train along. Looks like second mound visit of the inning. Looks like we might get a pitching change here.
I think we will, based on the scenario. This could be a, if you did your homework, lefty-lefty matchup. I feel like that's what it has to be. But Cam, your thoughts? Do you think we could see another righty come in?
Looks like a righty.
Either way, that will do it for Van Dyne. 3 2/3. 1 run allowed. Runs 2 and 3 on the bases right now would be his responsibility. But for now, it is going to be a win if the results hold. We will step aside as the new pitcher warms up. 3-1 your score. Tying run at first for the MAF Gators. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Hudak stepping in after the pitching change. A chance for this game to flip on its head. Swing and a miss, 0-1 the count. I believe that is number 33, Tommy Strain, on the mound now. 0-1. Bunted left side, a bold decision. Hudak sprints it out, and he is... Ow, they called him out. Wow. And the inning is over. I don't know about that one, Cam.
It was close.
Bold move to call the bunt in the first place. But let's see.
I don't know.
I think it's a 50-50 ball.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. Either way, the Gators still able to strike in the 4th inning, and that will make it a 2-run game. End of 4 here at Schoonover Stadium. The Mashfactory still up by 2 on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. A tough way for the bottom of the fourth inning to end for the MAF Gators. Cam, going back to that play, a bang-bang decision at first base ends up going against the Gators, and that ends what looked to be their best chance to tie up this game or take the lead.
Yeah, kind of just like you said, that bang-bang, kind of got to go with a call on the field. So
Fouled away by Corsi. 0-2 the count. But the only positive for the Gators is that they did score their opening run of the game. The 0-2 lobbed in, grounded to third, picked up by DeFollow. The throw to one is in time on the stretch for out number one. Good work once again by Joey Crawford to extend to get to that ball. Wyatt Marlett, the left fielder, now steps back in for the Mashfactory offense. 0 for 2 with a line out and a ground out in this game. As well, for those trying to keep tabs on the time, we are officially an hour in. First pitch on the corner for strike one. We started officially at 3:42. We have now 56 minutes before we can start another inning again. Or excuse me, before we can't start an inning. Line drive deep to right center field, and that is going to be extra bases. Marlack going into second base. Now we'll go to third. The relay will not be in time. It will get cut off, and he is in standing. A big one-out triple for Marlatt.
huge right there for Mashfactory, trying to get that run back that they just gave up.
And you see the hustle all the way around the horn. No even hesitation at second base. He's happy to go and take third, and now a base hit scores him. First pitch runs up inside for ball one.
Or a wild pitch.
It is Logan Smith back in. 2 flyouts to center field today. Another one, and that runner should come home to score. Beautiful pitch hanging over, but they will call it a ball. 2-0 the count. Definitely a tough decision on that one, but it appears they will favor the Mashfactory. The pitch over the plate once again. Fouled down the right field line. Now a 2-1 count. And if we do see a fly ball into the outfield in foul territory, I kind of think you have to let it die. Otherwise, that runner's going to score. And if that's the case, it's kind of a bad trade-off if you are the Gators. Especially given that the infield is in, trying to cut off a run. The 2-1. Going to miss down low for ball 3. Good eye by Smith in the box. It is the relief pitcher, Tommy Strain, awaiting in the on-deck circle. Here comes the 3-1. Hit into left center field. It is an RBI base knock for Smith. He has it in the gap and will go to second base, and he will be waved along to third. Is it back-to-back triples? Yes, it is. Logan Smith is in. It's an RBI triple, and that will make it 4-1 Mashfactory.
Wow, they just keep going.
The run is back on the board. Back-to-back triples. How about that? Time now called, and it appears Luke Hudak will come in from left field in relief of Camlin. That will do it for his outing, but it is the Mashfactory looking dominant once again. They get the run back, and then potentially some on that triple. 4-1 your score, top of the 5th. Luke Hudak will warm up, then we will be back to the action. As he does warm up, we will hear a word from our sponsors. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Hudak appears to be warmed up and ready to go, but I believe we are missing 2 umpires right now. A very weird developing story here at Kent State Schoonover Stadium. We had 3 umps moments ago, and there's a chance they went off to their car or something. Maybe they're going to get water or any of the above, but something that we really haven't seen, and I'm sure, Cam, this is going to count in regard to the time limit. And if that's the case, then this is just wasting precious time.
Very, very odd.
Hudak appears to be ready to go. We have to see him at Holy Name. We've seen him pitch, I think, maybe once or twice. What do you expect to see from him here with run number 5, 90 feet away?
He's got to try and get out number 2 at the plate. He's got to try and get a strikeout here. Can't get a pass ball. No wild pitches. Cannot afford to give up that 5th run.
It's going to be a tough spot for them to do that, as they need a lot to go their way. And as well, the heat's still a big factor. My weather app says 93 degrees and a feel-like temperature of 101. It is for sure hot up here in the box. Still looking for the umpires. I have never seen anything like this.
I think the parents are going to look in the parking lot.
Did 2 of the umps just leave? Is that what happened?
I do not know.
You'd think they'd be somewhere close. There's plenty of shade down below, even in the restroom. If one's gone, that's one thing, but both. And even so, they could have hung out in one of the dugouts.
Now the Gators are coming off the field.
So we are going to, I believe, have not a weather delay, but an umpire delay. An MIA delay. Cam, I've never seen anything close to this. Hudak warms up. They let him warm up. The umpires are gone. Now what?
Oh, you went to commercial. I can't even see where the umpires went.
I mean, I think they're just flipping umpires or something, which is really odd to do at this point in the game.
Huh. Oh.
And now it sounds like the one had a medical emergency, which makes more sense. But I've never seen anything like this. We will step aside again here. 4-1 your score. We will be back on in a minute. This is a quote-unquote weather delay. We will call it as such as we go to break. Welcome back to Schoonover Stadium, and one of the most obscure delays you're going to see this summer. It appears that the one umpire had a heat stroke because, obviously, 100-degree weather, real feel. So he is now resting, it appears, and we got a replacement in. So I think right now, thank goodness that we have a total of 3 umpires, now down to 2. Hudak's first pitch, grounded up the middle, taken in at short. They look the runner back, throw to 1. It's in time for out number 2. Nicely done. That was perfectly worked up the middle. That's what you do in that spot. You take the turn, you take an extra look, you get the main out, and all of a sudden you're an out away from getting out of this jam. And that'll bring in Rex Saliola. But Cam, just hoping that umpire is okay in the meantime as he does get his rest. First pitch to Saliola will miss off the plate for ball 1. In the bottom of the inning, it is the top of the order with Masterson, Dingus, and Faust. Hudak's 1-0. Bounces behind, and that will make it 5-1. Good work by the Mashfactory to get the 2 runs home in the end.
I said that before we went to break. He needs to try and get the second out at home. He's able to get the second out without surrendering the run, but then pass ball. Said he's got to be wary of those and lets that one up right there.
The 2-0 from Hudak. Hit right back to Hudak, and he has it to retire this side. Redemption immediately for Luke Hudak. Perfectly timed. Lucius Hudak, as Coach Guzik calls them, an excellent snag on the rubber. Let's take a second look at that one, Cam. That was a thing of beauty.
Absolutely.
Hard comebacker. Pow. Got it. Middle of 5. A lot of obscure things happening here at Schoonover Stadium, but the pitchers, both with web gems across the 2 games. The Gators down by 4, needing a response when we return. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. The Mashfactory able to score 1 run more in the top of the 5th inning. Now a 5-1 game, Cam. 4-run deficit to overcome. Now this was a very tough spot for the Gators to come back in. First pitch of the inning, fouled away, 0-1 the count. And it appears that we do have a pinch hitter in for the Gators. That is Aiden Cancelleri, the freshman from Medina, now in. 0-1 down low, 1-1. He replaces Ryan Masterson, who went over 2 in this game with a flyout and a pop-out. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch from Strain on the top of the zone for strike 2. And as we do have an umpire change behind the dish based on necessity, this will change up the zone for the rest of the game, which makes it even more difficult for both teams to readjust given the small sample size. Here comes the 1-2. Hit awkwardly into left field, and it drops in for a bloop single. Cancelleri does a job, and the leadoff man is aboard. Nice piece of hitting as he's able to just drop it in perfectly in left. Once again, not about how hard you hit the baseball, but it's about where you put it. And that'll bring up Hunter Dingus. Dingus so far 0 for 2 with a flyout and a strikeout. But there's always a chance on the third go-around for redemption. First pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Braden Van Dyne still in line for the win. 2 strikeouts in today's performance. Strain came in at the end of the last inning. That will be a pass ball over at first base. Heading to second is Cancelleri, and he is in there standing. Run number 2 now in scoring position for the Gators. And the ball continuing to be thrown around the yard. Cam, we've seen that happen a lot in our careers of when the ball's thrown around the yard, that's when things get tough.
Yeah, bad things happen.
1-0 count. Dinch is looking to bring in Cancelleri. Chopped up the middle just over the pitcher's glove. Taken in the hole at 2. The throw to 1 is in time for out number 1. Good backup play by Bourquin to get that first out, but Cancelleri now 90 feet away from scoring. Zach Faust now steps in. The lefty a chance to drive in that run. Down by 4, Cam. This run is vital at this point in the game if the Gators are to stay alive. First pitch, top of the zone for strike 1. Stay tuned after our final commercial break. Once this game goes final, there we will announce our player of the game presented by CrossFit Strongsville. The 0-1 taken inside, now 1-1. And as well after the game, we will be breaking down our broadcast schedule for the upcoming week. Good drive into right center field. It is a gapper, and that will bring in run number 2. Faust is off to the races. He is going to go to 3, and they might wave him home. They will hold him up at 3. It is an RBI triple for Zach Faust, and the Gators are back in the game. Great piece of hitting. A great tank out into the outfield. And just like that, the hit parade is back and rolling. Now JT Hilbert, the 4-hitter, steps in. A chance to make it 5-3. Chops that one foul. Now 0-1 the count. And it appears that it is now Asher Camlin in this slot. So Camlin now in place of the DH Hilbert. Takes the 0-1 upstairs for strike 2. But if they can get out number 2 at the plate, that makes this a lot easier on the defense. But the Gators looking to make it a 2-run game. In there for strike 3 looking, and there is out number 2. A big first punch out for Tommy Strain. The late decision as well kills the Gators. But Cam 1 out away from only allowing 1 run. That would be impressive work from this defense. But Avalchik trying to bring in runner number 3. But that'll be a swing and a miss to get him underway. 0-1 the count. If you are Strain and company, getting out of this inning quickly is the goal. Fly ball into right field, still going back, and it will be down. It is now 5-3. Avalchik cruising into second base. He will touch and go to 3, and he will stop at 3. Once again, the runner at third is replaced. Now a 2-run game. The tying run stepping in now to bat.
Wow.
Excellent piece of hitting. Avalchik able to hit an RBI triple, the second of the inning. Bringing in run number 4 now becomes the goal. Joey Crawford a chance to do it. Now if he can replace this runner at third, then oh man. This is a big turning point in the game for both teams. Crawford takes ball 1 upstairs. Once again, he does represent the tying run. And as well, we won't know when the time limit officially kind of gives out. But it will be done at 5:42, assuming that umpire delay does not come into effect. But if it does, then it will be a little bit later. The 1-1 runs inside, almost hits him, but it's ball 2. But I feel like, Cam, this has definitely changed the dynamic of this game. If you're the Gators, you're fighting back, and you're really showing this Mashfactory team you're not done. Crawford, weak pop left side, and it is down. It's an RBI single for Joey Crawford, and the tying run is now on first. The Gators are not going anywhere quite yet. Beautifully placed once again, right over the defense. We will take a second look on the replay. Just beautifully bloops in. Jake Hodgson, the right fielder, now in 2 for 2. Runner will go in the meantime. The throw is not going to be there as he knocks it out. The replay still interrupting it. The ball sent Hayward as that ball just kind of got hit. Ran right into the tag and forced it away. Tying run in scoring position for Hodgen. Well, Cam, we could have a tie game on our hands. The 1-0. Swing and a miss now, 1-1. After Hodgen, it's DeFallo, then Hudak. And if you're Luke Hudak, this gives you a better chance to pitch in a tie game. The 1-1 missing down low for ball 2. But I think this contest is getting a lot closer than expected given the start. Strain looking to settle back in. The 2-1 kept upstairs for ball 3. Unreal work by this offense so far. 3 runs scoring in the bottom of the 5th. 3-1. It's gonna miss. Or now it's 3-2. But a big opportunity for ball 4 to put 2 on with 2 down. Tying run at second. Go ahead in the box. Here comes the payoff pitch. Hangs in, and there is strike 3 looking, and the side is retired. Strain able to get the strikeout and end the inning, but not before 3 runs score for the MAF Gators. Out of nowhere, we have ourselves a ball game. Through 5, it is the Mashfactory hanging on, up by 1. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Five complete, 9 combined runs, and we have a great 1-run ball game on hand. 5 for your score. Cam, going back to the bottom of the 5th inning, a big turning point for the offense of the MAF Gators.
Absolutely. They kind of just kicked it into high gear.
They needed a breakthrough inning like that to get them back in this game. Now they need the defense to hold up their end. The 0-1 going to bounce down low, 1-1. But the 2 runs last inning now looking very important for this Mashfactory offense. That keeps them on top. And it will be Saliola, Van Dyne, and Wood this inning to hit. That pitch in there for strike 2. And I feel like this umpire behind the dish, a more expanded zone. So that definitely helps out both pitchers. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hudak going for out number 1. Won't get it as he sails that one upstairs for ball 2. But a very good championship game on hand. This is what you want to see in the match for silverware. The 2-2 hit left side, picked up on a 1-hop. DeFallo, an excellent snag, and the throw to 1 is true for out number 1. What a pick by DeFallo on that 1-hop. Just turns the glove backwards, able to get it, and that's a big first out to earn. Watching it back here, Luke Hudak does a good job running it inside. Just a harder grounder, and DeFallo able to do the rest over at third. Now Van Dyne steps in, fouls that one away into the shrubbery. Now 0-1 the count. In the bottom of the inning for the MAF Gators, it is DeFallo, Hudak, and Masterson. Or in Masterson place, it could be Cancelleri again. We saw him earlier on in this game have a single. Hudak's 0-1. Left upstairs, even counts. Once again, we will be here next Saturday, not Sunday, for the championships of the next Kent State Invites. Next Sunday, it is, I believe, the Laurie Mendenhall Classic. I know Laurie Mendenhall is in the name, but I don't know if it's the Challenge or Classic offhand. I'm going to double check that in the meantime. It's a 1-2 count here. Hudak looking for out number 2. Upstairs for ball 2. Laurie Mendenhall Memorial Showcase. So that's your answer. We will be here for the 18U Championships next Sunday. 2-2 bounced in for ball 3, and we are full. But a lot of time spent at Kent State this summer so far, and doesn't seem like that's going to change anytime soon.
I like the drive better than the drive tackling. So
that is very true. The payoff pitch hit into center field, still going back. Faust tracks it down and has it for out number 2. We could be at Skills Field any of these days, as there is a Zips invite. The only tough part about that is the mile walk around the campus to get right into the field. Beautiful diamond. Just kind of unfortunate that there is no straight passage through. With 2 down, Dylan Wood will step in. Grounds it to second. Bobble, but recovered. Throw to 1 is in time, and the Mashfactory will go in order. The Gators hanging on to momentum, down by 1, will get the team on top in order. A big swing in momentum here down the stretch. The Gators need 1 to tie, 2 to take the lead in the bottom of the 6th inning, and now it's a chance for this game to truly flip on its head. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Eight, 9, and 1 set to hit for the Gators in the bottom of the 6th inning. 5-4 your score. And Cam, what a finish we could have on hand here at Schoonover Stadium.
absolutely, it's shaping up to be a really good end to the game.
Ground ball over towards third. The throw to 1 is not in time. He is off the bag, and the tying run is on first for Luke Hudak. How about that? Good infield single, and it looks like we will have a pinch hitter come in. That is Max Hilworth, the now sophomore at Medina, in place of Hudak. So a chance here to move that runner along. We saw it on the replay. Came off the bag. Definitely the right call. But Cam, that is a big way to start off this new inning. The Gators, the home team, they have 6 outs to work with. The Mashfactory, maybe 3. Bunt pulled back, but it is in there for strike 1. And I feel like small ball could be the name of the game. And in the meantime, there appears to be more action in the Gators bullpen. Bunt, he offered, now 0-2. Now he has to protect with the goal of moving the runner along. And then in the on-deck circle, it is going to be Cancelleri. Throwback to 1, almost got him, but not there. A good idea on the mound by Strain. Definitely close to pulling it off, but not close enough to get the decision. The 0-2 hits him. That puts 2 on, nobody out. Had him 0-2, but lost him in the end. Tying run in scoring position. Go ahead at first. And it is going back to Aiden Cancelleri. 1 for 1 in the game since coming on for Masterson. Bunt shown, but pulled back as it is upstairs for ball 1. Cam, we might have our comeback complete shortly, depending on how this has worked. Bunt pulled back, not in there. It's Oates, or now 2-0. After Cancelleri, it's Dingus, then Faust.
I believe that was number 7 in the bullpen for the Gators.
And that was Dingus, and now he is in the on-deck circle with the bases potentially about to be loaded. 3-0 count, and I kind of think we could see the call to the bullpen for the Mashfactory if this is ball 4. The pitch in there for strike 1. Needed that one and found it. But you can even feel here inside of Schoonover Stadium, Cam. It is starting to get very antsy. Bunt shown but pulled back. It is ball 4 and the bases are loaded. Cancelleri does a great job to draw the walk. And now it goes to Hunter Dingus, the rising sophomore at Midview. A chance to be a hero for the Gators. But first time has been called. And I think we will see the call to the bullpen made by the Mashfactory. It appears Dylan Wood is coming back on. If he pitches, this will be unprecedented. He pitched the last game 5 innings. He should be eligible to come back on.
I didn't think he would.
No pun intended there either. But if he's going to get the ball.
Wow.
I absolutely love that move from the coaching staff. That is a bold move. The guy who won you the first game, who held a shutout in the first game, gave him the ball, bases loaded, no room for error, and that's the guy you're going to live and die by. Bold, but I love it. Your thoughts, Cam?
Yeah, same thing, yeah. He held you scoreless in the first game, so why not go to him again if he says his arm's all good? Just trust your guy out there.
And if you're the Gators right now, what's the game plan?
You have to get at least 1 home. You have to tie it here. If not, you got to take the lead.
I feel like the lead is a necessity. I mean, looking at where we are in the Mashfactory order, it is Morton, Bourquin, and Corsi. That's dangerous right there, especially Bourquin in that 2 slot as the leadoff hitter. We've talked about him all tournament heading in. Maybe the main guy to look at on all 6 of these squads. He might be your standout MVP of the tournament, and he has a chance to potentially solidify a win for the Mashfactory. But we will see what he can do. Bases juiced, nobody out. Dingus into swing. Pops it right side, but foul. And as well, any long flyouts into the outfield, Cam, you're going to see somebody tag up. But Dylan Wood, one of the biggest opportunities for him this summer. Ground ball down the left side. It's off the bag.
Whoa.
It is going to be fair. We are tied, and the Gators have taken the lead. Unreal. Hunter Dingus has done it.
Why are they
it's
saying
6-5.
foul? Why are they saying foul?
And now they're going to rule foul. We will check it back. Right now it's 6-5. And they're going to call it foul.
How is that foul?
Off the bag. And now I think we're going to have our very classic political discussion, but there's no politics involved.
How is that a foul ball?
I think they're saying it hit off the bag left. If that's the case, that's the only reason I can see it, but still,
The bag is in fair territory.
it is.
That is a fair ball.
Wow, what a big decision. And the way they ended there, there's no room to reverse it. Now back to what it was. Now 0-2.
Wait, no, they kept it as is. Good. That's a fair ball.
And I think they got it right. Time now called. But out of nowhere, Hunter Dingus, a 2 RBI double. 6-5 the score. Cam, what chaos.
Yeah, I mean, well, look, bags are in fair territory. Get that bingo card back out.
That's definitely a fair ball.
That is a fair ball all day long. I get it, you call it foul in the field, but that is a fair ball through and through.
and there was no designation to rule the play dead. That's why it still counts. If they would have called it foul initially like they did, they didn't. Nobody jumped out and ruled foul. I feel like if that was the call they wanted to make, that's on the umpires for not signaling it quicker. You can't let that play develop. It's not like soccer where you have VAR to overrule it. You can't now reverse the decision once you let the play go on.
Exactly.
That's a tough one where both sides kind of get hosed on it. But it is the Gators getting the better end of it, up by 1 now. A chance to do some more damage with Faust. Faust fouls that one away to the left side. Now an 0-1 count.
Still no down.
You're right, nobody out. The Gators a chance to march on to victory here. The 0-1. Off the plate now, 1-1. Crazy enough, Cam. 7 more runs. That's it. It's crazy, but nobody out. What kind of madness will end this game? Down low now, 2-1. And I think the Gators firmly have momentum back. It'll be interesting to see if we do see the call to the bullpen made by the Mashfactory at any point. The 2-1. Outside for ball 3. A chance to reload the bases for JT Hilbert or his replacement, which it will be his replacement in Azure Camlin. Absolutely wild in the bottom of the 6th inning. 3-1. Right side, down the line. That one is ruled foul.
That one is foul.
I agree that one is foul, and they ruled it a lot quicker and a lot easier. Going back as well, the difference is the umpire kind of positioned his body into fair territory, did the same thing. That time he just stays back. I think that was a signal miscue. That's all it was. Off the plate, and that will load up the bases. The MAF Gators out of nowhere. Combined between last inning and now, they're making one heck of a championship push. And now it's Camlin, the starting pitcher, a chance to further increase the lead. He will foul that one back, 0-1. MAF 6, Mashfactory 5, your score for those just tuning in. A wild bottom of the 6th inning that I think post-game we're going to talk about a little bit more in depth. It has to be just kind of go over that play again. That pitch off the plate now, 1-1. But Dylan Wood coming in, unable to get an out yet. We could see it happen again that he gets taken out, depending on how many pitches he has to throw this inning. Fouled away again, now 1-2. But I don't know where you begin with this inning. You could say, oh, you started at the beginning, but that really only tells half the story. The 1-2, swing and a miss, there's out number 1. The Mashfactory desperately needed that one, and Wood is able to get his 8th strikeout combined across the 2 games. We gave him Player of the Game honors presented by the Healthiest Youth Chiropractic Center in game number 1 for a reason, and that's why. He can get strikeouts just like that. Keep in mind, these runners outside of the runner at first are not his responsibility. Strike 1 taken on the corner. It is Havalchik, the catcher, now in. Looking for insurance. Swing and a miss, now 0-2. And on top of that, the infield's starting to go back. The infield can go back to normal depth if this is out number 2 at the plate. The 0-2 on the corner, but off the plate. Makes it now 1-2.
Good pitch there, but I like the call.
I would say maybe just a titch, and on the frame looked a little bit more convincing. And time awarded to Havalchik in the box. But I would say one of the more caustic games that we've been at this year, Cam. But don't worry, once we get basketball season back again, oh man. Richmond Garfield again is going to be an interesting affair. The 1-2 off the plate for ball 2. And actually, no, that is not the marquee matchup of Youth Elite this year. It's been announced. It's Warrensville and Lou East. They just played against each other in the Summer League. Lou East getting that victory 57-47 at Euclid. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. There is out number 2. Good work by Wood. Now 9 strikeouts combined between this game and last. 5 2/3 innings work overall. 9 strikeouts. That's really good, even if he does not come away with a win here. Bases still remain loaded with 2 down. And that'll be ball 1 taken by Joey Crawford. An RBI single earlier on in the game. And a chance to do it again here. Crawford pops it up, but out of play, foul. Now 1 ball, 1 strike. Not that the inning's going to go longer than 12 minutes, but that would be the time limit. The 1-1. Crawford chops it right side. No cover at first. There is a stumble, but the play is made, and the inning is over. One big decision going in favor of the Gators, and they lead by 1 through 6. It is MAF up 6-5 on the Mashfactory. The 2 seeds down to their final 3 outs, needing a run to keep this game going when we return. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. The MAF Gators 3 outs away from winning the Kent State Invite number 2 championship game. And it is the top of the order for the Mashfactory, trying to keep the game alive. First pitch taken as a strike by Bourquin, 0-1 the count. Proc flies that one into center field, still going back. It is past the center fielder and down. It is extra bases for Brock Bourquin. He is going to hold up at second base. And the tying run now in scoring position. Holds up, we are not done yet. What a swing and drive by Brock Bourquin. Once again, this is why we highlighted him as maybe the biggest must-watch prospects of this tournament, and he produces again. Now you see why they love him over at Canton Central. Time now called. Hudak will go back to the outfield. We have a pitching change for the Gators. We do have a new arm on, attempting to earn the save. But Cam, I feel like if the Mashfactory scores this inning, you're going to have a ball don't lie kind of dynamic about the 7th. That's what they want to happen here. Bourquin in a good spot to make it happen. Then it's Boo Corsi and a Wyatt Marlatt. But what a finish here, Cam. We waited all day in the heat for a game like this. And finally, we get our classic. What is going on in this game? Just kind of describe this feeling right now, because this is something that we haven't seen really in a long time like this.
It's intense. Obviously, the umpire change, hopefully. The third umpire of the crew is doing well. Just kind of a just obscure thing to happen. You get an umpire change mid-game as he has a medical emergency, and that's just kind of how it rolls, and game's got to go on anyways. And then MAF Gators kind of able to make a nice comeback there. The fair ball off the bag down the line and gives them the lead, but then in the same time, leadoff double here. Things could get interesting.
And how about this, Cam? The man who hit that 2 RBI double in Hunter Dingus, he is on the mound. He gave the lead to the Gators. It's his responsibility now to keep it there. The run behind him is Hudak's responsibility. He is on for the save. Hudak still in line for the win. But it's Boo Corsi, who has been dangerous in this tournament, stepping in. Already 2 for 3 in this game with an RBI. First pitch to Corsi in there for strike 1. But whichever team wins this tournament, I'm not going to say they don't deserve it. Both teams deserve this title equally, I would say right now. I think, Cam, you agree with that sentiment, that both teams have earned this win.
Absolutely.
But unfortunately, only one can get it. And this is why it's an invite. Just so much talent on the field. Bunt shown. Corsi has it down on the right side. Dinges will toss to one. It is in time for out number one. But at the same time, that moves the tying run up to third. Corsi does his job, and that will bring up Wyatt Marlatt. As well, in the bottom of the inning for the Gators, it is 7, 8, and 9 in Hodgin, Dafala, and Hudak, or Hudak's replacement. The pitch, fouled away, 0-1.
I don't get why the infield's playing back.
I think they'd rather take the out and play the bottom of the 7th, which is an interesting choice. Unless it is to try and get Bourquin to kind of take a second off before going home. Fly ball down the left side, foul. Now 0-2. A strike here, and Hunter Dinges is one step away from becoming a immortal figure in this competition. The 0-2. Well outside, but snagged behind the dish by Havalchik. Without that, we're tied. Great snag by the catcher. One of his biggest plays of the day. The 1-2. Off the plate for ball 2. Good frame attempt, though, by Havalchik. Just not going to get the call by moving it that way. That's when you have to kind of play the corner as a catcher. 2-2. Runs inside. Off of him, foul. And we will see it again. But right now, the pressure on the Mashfactory to get this job done. That's a scary spot to be right now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Dinges sets and deals. Ground ball over towards second. It is through, and we are tied up at 6. Wyatt Marlatt, an RBI single, and the honors are even again. Great piece of hitting, just up the middle, able to just sneak it past second base. And Cam, we have ourselves a slightly new ball game. Pretty much nothing from earlier on in the game matters now. The Gators will have to bat again. And given what just happened with the bases being left loaded, that's tough. Ground ball, it's 6, it's 4, and it is 3. No, it's not 3. It will get by, stay in play, and that will keep the inning going on the fielder's choice. 2 down.
Very, very close. First baseman would have made the pick. It most likely would have been 6-4-3.
And now Tommy Strain, the shortstop turned pitcher now. I believe he is still in the game somewhere. Steps in. Once again, it is 7, 8, and 9 for the Gators in the bottom of the inning. The time now 5:38. If this frame does end after the time limit, which it might, extra innings would start with a runner at second base. Unless the time limit in the championship's 2:15, which I kind of think it is. And if that's the case, we might have 1 inning without that. We will see what ends up happening down below, especially with that umpire change. The back pick from Havalchik, not in time. Good stop by Crawford in the meantime. But what a game. We're either going to have some late game heroics for the Mashfactory or a walk-off win for the Gators. In the championship game, no less. The 1-0. On the corner now, 1-1. A perfect spot hit on the mound.
Yeah, great spot there.
Dinge just looking to settle things down in the top of the 7th inning. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Fly ball, but well out of play, foul. Now 1-2. The question is, will we see Hudak re-enter in the 9-hole? We saw him already lay down a good bunt. I kind of think that might be one they play by ear. If you have the winning run at second, 1 down, do you then set it up for your leadoff hitter to try and win it? 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Lobbed in. Beautiful. It's strike 3 looking, and the side is retired. Beautiful work from Dinges, and the inning will be over. But we are tied up at 6. Either the Gators score in the bottom of the 7th, or we have extras for the 2nd time today. What a game. Do not go anywhere. It's the MAF Gators 6, Mashfactory 6 on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Wow, what a game. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Bottom of 7. This is for all the glory. 6-6 your score. We are tied up. The Mashfactory able to score courtesy of an RBI single from Wyatt Marlatt that scored Bourquin. Cam, what a game. Fly ball, foul, now 1-1. In the meantime, the Gators are back in action in the bullpen. We could have extra innings on hand yet again today. And that would make for an exciting finish. Swing and a miss, now 1-2. After Hodgin, it goes to DeFala and then Hudak's replacement, whoever that is. The 1-2. In there for strike 3 looking, and there is out number 1. Punch out number 10 today from Wood. And that is going back to last game. So now 6 1/3 innings work, 10 punch outs. And already 1 win. And it looks like Hudak will re-enter. First pitch in there, 0-1 now on DeFala.
I believe that was number 6 in the bullpen for the Gators.
Ground ball up the middle, scooped up by Wood. It's another web gem for out number 2. Dylan Wood might not be human. Another great play on the mound. And now Hudak steps in. Interesting to go back to him after pulling him earlier on. I was saying earlier, if this is a bunting spot, then this is when you bring him in. There's a swing and a miss from Hudak, 0-1 the count. But to your point, it's Joey Crawford in the bullpen, number 6. We saw him on Thursday in the win over Force. Swing and a miss once again outside from Wood, 0-2. So many putouts, 10 strikeouts. Can he get number 11? Popped weakly by Hudak left side. Caught in foul territory, and it is extra inning time in Kent. 7 innings, not enough to separate these two squads, and we will head to extras. 6-6 your score. Cam, what a game.
Absolutely.
Before we head over into extra innings, what is your key to victory for both squads?
Well, I would say it depends on if the runner starts at second, but if it does, they have to score them each inning. It is going to be a crucial run. They need to score that plus more every time.
And I think this is going to be a game of small margins, if small margins is really even something you can describe. But right now we will step aside. 6-6 through 7, and there is still some more action to be played on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. 6-6 your score through the normal 7 innings. It is extra inning baseball here on SmeeSports for the second time today. Immediately a line out to short to begin the 8th. Powerful contact, but right to the shortstop. 1 up, 1 down on 1 pitch.
It's a good start if you're the Gators.
Dinges still in on the mound as well. No runner at second base. After this inning, we should see that rule enforced. But it also could be hinging on the time limit, which it's really a gray area right now. Initially, it was 5:42, but due to the changes of umpires, it has been kind of switched around. So we will see pretty much when you do at home when the runner at second base is going to be on, because that means we did exceed the time limit. But it's simple. Whichever team wins the next inning is going to win this game. And on top of that, get some silverware. That makes it even more special. 2-0 inside for ball 3. In the on-deck circle, after Van Dyne, it is Dylan Wood, the first baseman. The pitch. On the corner for strike 1. Get a response by Dinges. The question as well is, how much of a leash does he have right now? Especially given the game script. The 3-1. On the corner, it is strike 2. Beautifully placed by Dinges. Once again, paints that edge, and we are full.
Couple of great pitches going back to last inning, too.
The payoff from Dinges. Well off the plate for ball 4. And with 1 down, Van Dyne will reach. Good patience in the box as he was able to finally fend off 2 good pitches. Time now called, and I think Joey Crawford is coming in from the bullpen. We will see for sure, and Joey Crawford, he is back on the mound for the first time since Thursday. What a game. If you are the Gators right now, how grateful are you that you did not have to play before this, given the bullpen situation?
Yeah.
We've already seen the Mashfactory go back into their bullpen for a guy that started the last game. So that run rule, even more important, because you would not have had Dylan Wood in there. And I think, Cam, if you agree, Dylan Wood not on the mound, that game's over already.
I would have to agree.
But Joey Crawford warming up. We will step aside one more time here on SmeeSports. 6-6 your score. Top 8, 1 down, 1 on. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Crawford warmed up and ready to go in the top of the 8th inning in place of Dinges. Go-ahead run stands at first base, and it is a rundown. No, it's wide right. Crawford overthrows first. Heading into third base is Van Dyne, and he will be held up. He had him until he didn't.
Yeah, he totally had him.
It happened again. Crawford was poised to get the second pickoff of the tournament for him. But in the end, it goes wide. That is killer right now for this squad, Cam. And back to the action. It is ball 1 upstairs. Momentum with the Mashfactory. And it is a chance for a big, big hit. Wood will take in there. Now 1-1. Even more so, getting out number 2 at the plate is a must.
That's what I was going to say. Gators need to get the out at the plate.
He had the pickoff, just not the throw. Deep drive into the outfield. Hudak still going back for it, and he will not be able to track that one down. The Mashfactory is back on top. It's an RBI double for Dylan Wood. Make it 7-6. Wow, what a drive. Clearing Hudak in left. And Dylan Wood, the man of the hour even more so, came in to settle things down on the mound and as well does it offensively. As well, still 1 down. If the Mashfactory wins on that, then they completely deserve this win. And now it is Luke Morton, the right fielder, back in. And in the meantime, we do have a courtesy runner in Saliola over at second base. He is in for the pitcher, Wood. So I assume he will finish this game out on the mound. Crawford looks again, not going to throw. But that pickoff move is going to be the one thing that stings from his performance today. The pitch. Upstairs for ball one. And you can just feel this place completely shift again. Not at all the same ball game, but a chance for more. Foul ball into the back netting, now 1-1. If you are the Gators head coach, what are you telling your squad after this half inning?
You got to get that run back. You have to.
But right now, it looks like the Mashfactory have this game where they want it. 1-1, the pitch. Off the bat into right field. It is down the line and fair. It is going to be another big double here for the squad. Morton is in at 2, and in at home is Wood. Back-to-back RBI doubles makes it 8-6. Perfectly placed on the line. No more room to move, but he didn't need it. And Cam, that was close, right on the line. But that fair designation is all he needed to see. Back to the top we go with Bourquin. Bourquin takes upstairs for ball one. Run number 9 still in scoring position for the Mashfactory. But wow, how the tables have turned in the 8th inning. Crawford looks back, not in time. If you would have told me that's how the game would have changed, I don't think I would have guessed that by any means. The pitch, ground ball right side, picks up at first. There is out number 2. Nice snag by the first baseman. That is number 14. Hilbert now in at first in place of Crawford. 2 down, but now a runner at third. Bucorsi now a chance to really put the nail in the coffin to make it a 3-run game. All he needs is a single. First pitch upstairs for ball one. Good miss from Crawford. But Dylan Wood now in line, I believe, for his second win of the day. Fly ball in foul territory, the right side it goes. And it will go well foul. Now 1-1. But how cool is that? Potentially 12, 13 strikeouts, 2 wins on the day in 7 innings. That is unprecedented. Don't know the last time that's been done in a tournament like this. I mean, to come back out after being in the grueling heat earlier, to do what Dylan Wood has done today, not only at the mound, but also in the batter's box. As keep in mind, he put this squad on top in the 8th. Player of the game will be presented by the Health ECU Chiropractic Center for the game before. This one's CrossFit Strongsville, but it might be the same guy. I kind of feel like if this is the result, it will be the same guy. But either way, stay tuned after our final commercial break. Then we will announce the player of the game, this time by the Health ECU, or excuse me, by CrossFit Strongsville this time out. The 1-2 runs inside for ball 2. And as well, I believe there will be a banner presentation after this game, so stay tuned for that as well. Here's the 2-2. Driven into right center field, and it will be caught, and the side is retired. Excellent work in right to catch up to that one, and the inning is over. But 2 runs scored for the Mashfactory in the top of the 8th inning. Middle of 8, the Gators have 3 lives to work with, needing 2 runs to keep their hopes alive. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. The Mashfactory 3 outs away from winning the second Kent State invite of the season. 8-6 your score for the Gators. It is the top of their order, back for one last crack, starting with Aiden Cancelleri. Cancelleri 1 for 1 in the game since coming in for Masterson. A single and a walk to his name, and he will see a first pitch strike. 0-1 the count. Right now, if you're the Mashfactory, Dylan Wood on the mound, shoving as usual. This is your best chance to win the game.
Absolutely. I think you live or die by him.
If he has to come out, I kind of think this game flips. And I think the Mashfactory knows that as well, and they're not going to try and test fate. No balls and 2 strikes on Cancelleri. He'll be followed up by Dinges and Faust. But a chance for yet another strikeout in this game for Wood. Ground ball left side, but foul. And getting 2 runs on the board this inning, Cam, without a runner at second base to start, is going to be an uphill battle.
Yeah.
But not impossible. Not impossible yet. The 0-2, fouled away. Good contact by Cancelleri in the box, still trying to stay alive, looking for something to put him on. The last inning started with the bases loaded, and that was really all they needed. The 0-2 chopped to second base, an ugly hop. The throw to 1 is in time for out number 1. As well, something to note, Bourquin now back over at first base for the Mashfactory. That is where he started the last game. The number 2 seed 2 outs away from breaking the mold of the chalk day and becoming the first lower seed to win in the game that means the most as well. Now it goes to Hunter Dinges. A chance for redemption after a tough end of the outing on the mound. Fly ball into center field. Underneath it is McCombs, and he has it for out number 2. The Mashfactory can sound their final countdown in this Kent State Invite Championship game. The last man standing, Zach Faust. The Gators, nowhere else to turn to. They need 2 runs or it's over. Wood's pitch hit into center field, and it will drop in for a 2-out single, and that will bring up the tying run. So not done quite yet. And I think we're going to see more aggressive swings like that. Now it is JT Hilbert, the DH, back in. Started the game with 2 outs, 1 in right, 1 in left. Throw back to 1. Not in time. Imagine that's how this game ends. That would be fitting irony given how the game really flipped. The pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1. Once again, stay with us after our final commercial break. Then we will announce our player of the game presented by CrossFit Strongsville. Throw back to 1, not in time, and we will continue. Almost got him again. Bourquin's tag on point, but the throw just a titch late. A big lead over at first base. The pitch, gonna miss outside, 1-1. But a couple of times they thought that Faust was gone. The 1-1 on the corner for strike 2. The Mashfactory 1 strike away. The Gators 1 strike left. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at first for the Gators. Wood trying to win it. Ground ball hit to third and through for another single. And that will put the tying run on for Havolchik. Even more stress added in. Havolchik already today with an RBI triple. If he can do it again, then look out. You can feel the anxiety in this place right now, Cam.
I think a double in the gap ties it too.
I would agree. Fly ball into center field, shallowly hit. Under it is McCombs, and the Mashfactory will win the second Kent State invite. 8-6 your final. It is Luke McCombs sealing the deal, and the 2 runners on will not come to pass. The 2 seed able to respond after losing to the squad earlier on in the tournament to avenge the loss and get the one that truly matters. Excellent game by the Mashfactory, and they are the well-deserving champs of the second Kent State Invites of the year, joining Premier Ohio Gambetta as the 2 winners in 2025. One final commercial break, then we will be back on to announce our player of the game presented by CrossFit Strongsville. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. 8-6 your final. The Mashfactory takes down the MAF Gators to win the second Kent State invite of the 2025 campaign. Once again, joining Premier Ohio Gambetta, who won it due to default, really, because of the storms that happened during the first Kent State invite. Your player of the game, really player of the day and tournament, presented by CrossFit Strongsville, Dylan Wood. First of all, excellent job coming in to seal this win on the mound. Secondly, hit the RBI double that sealed the win as that brought in the 7th run that pretty much won the game. And on top of that, 2 wins today, 10-plus strikeouts. And without him, I think you are seeing the 1 seed celebrate right now, without a doubt.
Yeah, I mean, he just had himself an absolute day on the mound and at the plate, too. Came up and hit that kind of go-ahead double in the top of the 8th, and really that's what was the difference in today's game.
And you will see the Mashfactory come on out to take their picture with the banner. They are deserving of this so much, Cam. I mean, you go back in this game, they led early on. That had that scare. They were down by 1. Brock Bourquin comes up, hits a big double. He is brought in then by a very powerful hit from Marlatz. Overall, a very deserving win. But going back to that 6th inning, Cam, I think we have to talk about it here in the post-game show before we wrap up. That foul ball or fair ball, whatever you want to call it, a big decision was made. One side loved it, one side hated it. What were your thoughts on that play?
Hits off the bat, that's a fair ball. I mean, that's really, I get the umpire tried to call it a foul ball, but in the rule book, if it hits off the base, that's a fair ball.
And I agree with that decision completely. I think that was the right call without a shadow of a doubt. But some of the fans definitely did not think that was the case. But that's just kind of what you'll get in this tournament.
If it hits off second base, it's the same thing as both the other bases, albeit they're on the foul line, but still, the bases are in fair territory. Home plate is in fair territory.
And I agree. It's just a tough one, obviously. A tough decision to make on the fly. We did have that umpire change. Once again, hoping that other umpire is okay after having that medical emergency. It's tough in this heat, but these guys, you have to give a round of applause to them. They really fought through this today. Heat index expected to be 111. I think the highest it got real feel was 101. But to be out here in this heat all day and for the competition not to be dumbed down or worsened by it is truly impressive.
Yeah, just amazing job by both teams. Obviously, Mashfactory comes out on top, and just congrats to them on getting a gritty win, coming out here playing 2 games today and just sticking it out through and through.
Final thoughts, Cam?
Just congrats to Mashfactory, yeah.
Big win for them as they will be your second Kent State Invite champions of the 2025 summer season. To stay up to date on all the games that we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and SmeeFist2024 on Twitter. As well, subscribe down below to the SmeeSports YouTube channel and enable push notifications to be notified when we upload or go live. Our goal is to reach 4,000 subscribers by the end of this summer. So if you are new, go down below and subscribe. It costs nothing and greatly helps out our efforts here at SmeeSports. As well, while you're down below subscribing, make sure to leave a like rating as it helps push out our content to more people so we can do the best job we can featuring these great athletes in the Northeast Ohio region, specifically Cleveland and Stark County. As well, if you want to join our team of broadcast sponsors, you can contact us at one of those avenues on your screen, and we would love to talk shop with you to promote the best of your business and your brand. Thanks again to our 2 official broadcast sponsors, the Health ECU Chiropractic Center and CrossFit Strongsville. And on top of that, thank you to the 965 Midwest Challenge for partnering with us to present these broadcasts today. It was a fun day at Kent State as usual. The heat was definitely challenging, but overall 4 great games, 6 great teams, and a very successful second Kent State invite. Before we log off, 2 more things. One, as well, if you're not a broadcast sponsor or don't have the ability to be, you can donate to us directly at SmeeSports.com under the donation tab, and all of the proceeds from that will help pay for broadcast costs, whether it be equipment replacement, equipment maintenance, travel, those kind of things. And then the final thing to mention, our broadcast schedule for the upcoming week. Tuesday right now, we are at John Carroll as T3 takes on Force, Ohio. Wednesday, we will be over at North Canton's Walsh University as the Stark County Terriers take on the Wayne Baseball Club. Then on Thursday in the morning, we will be somewhere for some pool play of the Laurie Menden Hall Memorial Showcase or some Kent State invite action. Still debating there. In the evening at 6 and 7, we will be at Warrensville Heights for some Summer League action as a part of the Locked In Summer League. 1 semifinal and then the championship game. A chance to see CCC become the most decorated team in competition history. Also could see a brother versus brother battle between Sonny and Michi Johnson. Should be a fun one. Friday up in the air. Right now, I anticipate no broadcasts, but that could definitely change. The reason why, Saturday, 10 and 12:15 back here for the Kent State 3 invite championships. We have 1 semifinal in the championship game. We will not be doing the silver bracket games that day due to prior obligations. Then on Sunday, we will be back here at Schoonover Stadium. 5 games again. That'll be for the Laurie Mendenhall Memorial Showcase Championship rounds for the 18U division. But that'll do it from Schoonover Stadium. He's Cam Ragazzo. I am Nathan Smee saying so long from Kent, Ohio, and we will see you next time. This has been the second Kent State invite on SmeeSports in partnership with the 965 Midwest Challenge. Thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you next time.